Hello and welcome back. If you're new here, my name's Zoe. I wasn't actually expecting to jump back on here so quickly, but there's been a lot of discussions over on BookTok, Book Threads, the past few days about Silver Elite by Dani Francis. What I'm wanting to cover is the amount of discourse around people wanting to know who the author is. If you don't know, Silver Elite is a book that has just been released, described as dystopian for adults. It is written by Dani Francis, but no one really knows who Dani Francis is. This is Dani Francis' Instagram account. As you can see, it is all promoting the book. There are no personal photos, and this has led people to believe that she is using a pen name, also assuming she. I also saw somewhere, I can't find the original video, saying that there was meant to be some kind of book event regarding this book, and she was also not there. And there have been numerous rumours on who it could be. You had people saying it could be Paisley Hope, Elsie Silver, Colleen Hoover, Rebecca Yarros. Elsie Silver has come out on Threads and said that it's not her. But my question is, are pen names a good or a bad thing? Or are they just a thing? For me personally, I'm not sure. I know that's a cop-out answer, but I'm genuinely not sure, but this is why. So on one hand, yes, I believe that everyone has their right to privacy. It could be due to anxiety or other private matters that we don't have the right to know. There is a storm on social media of people trying to figure out who Dani is, and doxing is never okay. On the other hand, I do feel like as a consumer, we also kind of have the right to know where our money is going and that it's not going to terrible people. J.K. Rowling is a prime example. She is obviously very well known now for her anti-trans rhetoric all over Twitter daily, and she even donated £70,000 to help with the ruling that the Supreme Court gave last month. Many people aren't aware she writes also under a pen name or pseudonym, Robert Galbraith. I know there are many people like myself that will not give a penny to that woman going forwards, but if I didn't know that she was also Robert, we're gonna skim over the fact that she also uses a male pen name. The irony is not lost on me, but I would still be giving her money, but under a different name, and maybe never be aware that that was happening. As much as, yes, this author could just not want to be in the public eye, and they have every right not to be, it could also be someone that is already known in the publishing industry as a huge racist, as homophobic, as transphobic. It could be Neil Gaiman. We just don't know. And I think this is where pen names kind of blur the lines. Should authors that have been cancelled through problematic behaviour, or at least called out on it, be allowed to almost have no consequences and start fresh under a different name, potentially without anyone ever knowing? And I'm not talking about pen names when it's just someone uses a different name to their government name. For example, George Orwell. George Orwell's real name is Eric Blair, but we know who he is. I'm talking about who it is behind the mask. If there were a way for publishers to say this is a brand new author, they've never published anything before, then amazing. We can kind of at least go, okay, yeah, they're new to the scene, they want their privacy, we can respect that, let's carry on. I feel like this could be some form of middle ground, so that they get to keep their privacy for the people where it matters that we don't fund crappy authors. We have that peace of mind. I feel like there does need to be some middle ground, but what the best way to go around that is, I don't know. What do you think about pen names? Do you think they're a good thing? Do you think they're a bad thing? Does it not matter to you when it comes to buying books? Please let me know. Also, as usual, please subscribe. Validating myself based on strangers on the internet is apparently a thing I do now. Okay, bye.